to Professor P.K. Ahluwalia ji, Professor Rekha Godbade, Professor M.L. Oglapurkar, Professor Meenakshi Syar, Professor Sapna Sharma, and to everyone present here. It is with great pleasure and pride that I welcome you all to the concluding ceremony of 2 weeks Professor R.M. Dharkar Memorial Workshop on designing and analyzing cognitively aligned question items for quality-driven assessment in physics. So today we gather not only to mark the completion of a successful workshop, but also to celebrate achievement, dedication, and pursuit of educational excellence. We are deeply honored by the presence of our chief guest, Professor P.K. Ahluwalia, President of IAPT. Sir, your visionary leadership and enduring commitment to physics education has been a source of inspiration for countless educators. Thank you for gracing this occasion with your presence, sir. We also extend a warm welcome to our guest of honor, Professor Rekha Godpade, whose contribution to physics and her encouragement for innovation in teaching methods have elevated this event. We are truly grateful for your valuable presence today, ma'am. Then I wish to extend warm welcome to Professor Oglapurkar ji, Professor Sapna Sharma ji, and all eminent dignitaries who have joined us on this concluding ceremony of celebrating achievement and honoring excellence. So, with the kind permission, let's start the event by lamp lighting. So, I request Professor Ahluwalia sir and Professor Rekha madam and all eminent gathering to join us for lamp lighting. Ashish sir, please play. Ashish sir, sound is not there. So, as this sacred lamp we light, let the truth and knowledge shine bright. So, bless our hearts with pure insights. Thanks to all for this sacred beginning. This workshop dedicated to the memory and vision of Professor R.M. Dharkar ji has focused on a foundational yet often overlooked aspect of teaching, that is, the framing of questions. As educators, we know that the right question can ignite curiosity, stimulate critical thinking, and guide students towards a meaningful learning. Over the past few weeks, we have worked together to sharpen this vital skill through lectures, discussions, and practical exercises. I would like to express heartfelt appreciation to Professor Meenakshi Syar, the coordinator of this workshop, for her tireless energy, thoughtful planning, and unwavering dedication. I also sincerely thank Dr. Neha Munjal, our co-convener, for her remarkable support and organization expertise. I would like a great round of appreciation for all our participants for their enthusiastic participation and engagement. Their presence, insights, and active involvement have been a heartbeat of this workshop. Now it is time to invite our volunteer participant, T.R. Malani, who wishes to share her remarks regarding this workshop. Over to Malani, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Mrinalini Deshmukh. I think, Neetu ma'am, you meant my name. Am I right?
Yeah,
Mrinalini Deshmukh.
Sorry for that.
It's okay. There's no problem regarding it. I can understand. Okay. Let me last time when we had the last session, I couldn't come over and speak. I was a quiet listener that day. I said I have to be there today to give my gratitude to you all. It gives really, it was a great learning experience. The 2 weeks were really engaging, and I would say that had given us a thoughtful insight on designing effective, efficient, and valid assessment questions. And it really opened up my mind of how ideas can be converted into question by the effecting if mentoring by all the mentors throughout the 2 weeks. I had been going to Google Classroom and watching the videos again just to make my learning more effective. I hope the access to the Google Classroom will continue. I would really have to give a special thanks to Haluwalia sir, President IAPT, for his visionary leadership and throughout the encouraging tone he had for all the participants, as well as his insights about the various events in the program. And my sincere appreciation to Minakshi ma'am for organizing this wonderful sessions, and of course to Neetu ma'am and Neha ma'am too, who had, I can understand, been working throughout the 2 weeks and before and as well after for completing our assessment and certification process. Thank you from bottom of my heart, and I really miss those 2 weeks and look forward to such more experiences in the future. Thanks once more. IAPT, thank you. Mentors, thank you. And coordinators of the event, a great thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thanks, Nalini ma'am. Thanks for sharing your so kind words and remarks. Now, without any doubt, majority of our participants of the workshop participated with full of enthusiasm and submitted their assignments well in time. A special word of congratulations and recognition goes to those participants who went above and beyond by completing all assignments with consistency, quality, and reflective depth. Your work has been noted and appreciated, and today you will be honored with the participation certificate with distinction. Sir, this acknowledgement is a testament to their dedication to both personal and professional growth. Aluvale sir, we hope this certificate will definitely encourage continued excellence in their educational endeavors. Today, we are honored with the presence of our worthy IAPT member and president of Regional Council Punjab, that is Professor Jaswinder Singh ji. Sir, we are really privileged with your presence. Now I invite our chief guest, Professor P.K. Ahluwalia ji, guest of honor, Dr. Rekha Godpade ji, our president, RC02, Professor Jaswinder Singh ji, and coordinator of the workshop, Professor Minakshi Syal ji, to have a felicitation ceremony for our participants. So firstly, I invite those participants who are eligible for the participation certificate with distinction. My first call to Mr. Gulshan Mahajan. Mr. Gulshan Mahajan, are you there? Ashish ji, please certificate इनका show करना.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. The next participant is Mrs. Tamanna Rani. If you are present, please pin the participant.
Yes, ma'am.
That's can you switch on your video so that we can show you?
Excuse me, ma'am. I met with an accident.
Okay.
I'm at bed rest.
Okay.
Thank
Sorry.
you.
Okay, so great round of applause for the certificate of participation with the distinction. Now next call is to the Bhal Singh. Mr. Bhal Singh, then Shruti Tyagi.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Really, we are honored that you are getting a certificate of participation. So great round of
Thank you.
applause for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Because your work is very much satisfied. You did your all assignments very well and within your time.
Thank
So
you.
next call is to the Shruti Tyagi. Next one is Gauri Umarji. Then Priti Menon.
Sir, Ashish can flash the certificates as you are calling out the names, so that if the participant is there, they can switch on the video.
Ma'am, it would be difficult. That's why they have shown only just one
Acha.
certificate. Rest
Only
of the
one
certificate will be
certificate.
given
Okay.
will be shared through mail to them because with the
Okay.
name it will be become
I thought
cumbersome
it
for
is
right.
everything.
But it would be
thought they
better
were-
if the participant will show their face and come to the screen.
Huh.
It would be better. Now next one is Priti. Then Nalini ji. After that, Mahesh Sethi. Anyone? Then Sharanjit Sandhu. Then Vinod Kumar Gupta. Sharanjit, yes. Ashisa, please
Thank you, madam.
make them on the screen so that we must know.
Good evening, respected
So congratulations to you, Sharanjit ma'am.
Thank you.
Meenakshi
You did
madam,
your work very well.
the whole team.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you once again.
And after Sharanjit Sandhu, then there is a Vinod Kumar Gupta ji. Sir is also on the screen.
Yes, sir.
Many congratulations to you, sir.
Meenakshi madam, thank you very much. Thanks to the whole team.
And the last participant having a certificate with distinction is the Mudita Suresh Sonamane.
Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations, Mudita ji.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now I am going to announce the certificates of the participants who are getting their certificate of participation. As usual, that is the first name is Nitish Batra. Then Shushmita Mehta.
Thank you, ma'am, for recognizing our efforts.
It's
Especially
your
sweet
effort.
Meenakshi ma'am for pushing me, and Rekha ma'am, of course. Thank you.
Thank you, Sushmita.
Yes, then Mr. Hang Shraddhar Rajbangshi.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Congratulations.
Welcome, ma'am.
After that, there's a C. Joseph Prabhakar. Are you there, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. I really enjoyed every session. So I decided to watch again all the lectures, and each and every lecture gave me a lot of insights. So I especially thank all the organizers, and I request the organizers and the office bearers to organize maybe this physical workshop also in the future. So that will be given a great motivation to all of us. I will carry the momentum forward. Thank you.
Thanks for your kind feedback. After that, the name is Madam Rani Bates.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And I would like to share the after effects of this workshop. That recently, for the very first time, I designed my own questions and MCQs for class 11, and I have shared that document in the group also. So that was really like something which I'm taking from this workshop. Thank you so much.
Very
Thank you.
nice, very nice. Congratulations to you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Then comes the Madam Salma Begum Khan. Salma Begum Khan. After that, Mr. Ashish Kapoor.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, especially Meenakshi ma'am, for pushing us for joining this workshop. And we learned so many things from this workshop. And I'm indebted for getting this opportunity. Thank you.
Then comes the Mrs. Anuja Agarwal. Madam Anuja Agarwal. Is she here?
No, she is not.
Then comes the Madam Hina Rani. Madam Hina Rani. Yes.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am. I enjoyed a lot. It was very enrichful and very interesting session. So thanks a lot. Thank you so much.
After that, there is Dr. Neelam Upadhyay.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I think I have learned really very much. And even I am trying to redesign my questions. I think our session has just started, so I will be starting this thing from my assignments that I'm going to give to the students. So thank you for this wonderful workshop.
Thanks, ma'am, for your kind feedback. So it's anyone else who is, this is all from my side that who got the certificate of participation.
Just half a minute, Nitu. I just interrupt.
Yes, ma'am.
Something about this Dr. Neelam Upadhyay. Neelam is
Yes,
the,
ma'am.
IIPT Mumbai has started problem solving sessions few years back. Myself, Mahesh Shetty and Professor D.A. Desai, we were solving problems from Griffiths and Arthur Beiser, actually. And every Saturday, Sunday, we used to meet after their colleges. And we began with some 50 students registering. That time it was just 50 rupees fees. I think, Neelam, it was 10 years, 10, 12 years back, I think, no?
Ma'am,
Maybe.
actually, I think you have started
You
this almost 20
were
years
in
back, ma'am. I was one of the
20. Oh
students.
my God. Oh my. She was a student of SYBSc, second year BSc.
Absolutely.
And 50 students registered. Registration fee was 50 rupees. And throughout the year, this myself, Mahesh Shetty and Professor D.A. Desai, probably some of you may be knowing, he's a veteran. He's on our Lucy also.
Yes.
And finally, we are left with some 5 students till the end. Neelam was one of them.
Ma'am, I think I was in contact with you till my MSc. You are the one why I am in nuclear physics. I always credit that to you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. So I think this is what IPT is actually, nurturing the roots. And thank you, Neelam, for continuing and being an IPT member now and a very active member. So we
Thank you
are
so much,
looking
ma'am.
forward to having your participation at IPT.
Absolutely, ma'am. I would be really honored to help you in the
Thank you
best
so
possible
much.
way. Thanks a lot to you. No, ma'am, I really remember the conversation I had after my BSc, and I think you motivated me to select nuclear physics. So my specialization is nuclear physics, and thanks to you for that. I always
No,
cherish
thank you.
that.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And wish you all the best. Please, thank you, Neetu. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Rekha ma'am, for sharing
Yeah.
so valuable information and regarding the
No,
your
you feel
student
proud
and the
when
participant.
some.
Really, it's a really proud moment for
Yeah.
the teacher too. Yes, ma'am.
Very true, ma'am.
So today it's really a great privilege for all of us to celebrate this excellence. Now it is my proud privilege to invite Professor M.L. Oglapurkaji for his address.
Namaste. I feel very fortunate to be a part of this workshop named in the honor of my very close friend, Professor R.M. Dharkar. Unfortunately, he passed away 5 years before, but we worked together for more than 22 years. Okay. The workshop was planned and very systematically and implemented meticulously. I congratulate the coordinator, Dr. Sayal Madam, and her entire team, including Neetu Verma, Sapna Sharma, Neha Munjal, Seema Vats, etc. All these have worked very hard and produced excellent results, intellectual efforts in designing different aspects of this event. The complete program was brought under the able and efficient guidance and supervision by our very active president, Dr. P.K. Aduwadia. Deep appreciation to all these organizers. Resource persons, Dr. Kailash Chandra Juglan, K.K. Masood, Garima Sharma, C.K. Ghosh, Achyuta, Raghavendra, Devish Tyagi, Pragyan Opani, and others have given excellent presentations to lead the workshop to a very high level. Advanced Bloom's taxonomy was really well discussed and effectively presented by these resource persons. Action words to be used in framing good questions on different levels of Bloom's taxonomy were correctly described. Importance of instructional behavior by students, such as given this, the student is able to do this, to this level. This importance of this was perfectly well brought out by our resource persons. Also, explanation of concepts of atom analysis, facility value, discrimination index was very nicely presented, and it was very useful. Some resource persons emphasized questions involving uncertainty in measurement, accuracy and precision in measurement, experiments, and real life situations. Resource persons presented a large number of MCQs corresponding to different levels of Bloom's taxonomy. Several topics and concepts in different branches of physics were discussed. All this discussion was very interesting. Presentations by many participants was encouraging. In particular, I will mention high quality questions presented by Joseph Prabhakar, Ina Verma, Mahesh Shetty, Urvashi Kurde, and some others. Presentation by some participants were not up to the mark, but many of the participants presented their MCQs in a very excellent manner. Finally, I can say that the present IAPT team, led by our enthusiastic president, Professor Aluwalia, General Secretary Rekha Gurupade, and most of the EC members, they are working hard to produce a number of ambitious programs. hats off to all these organizers of different activities of IIPT. I hope more and more such programs will be developed in near future. Particularly, I will be happy if some programs focused on experimental physics are produced in coming years. Once again, I congratulate all the organizers of the workshop. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your so kind appreciation and words. Now it is a time to invite our Professor Jaswinder Singh Ji, President IAPT Regional Council Punjab, for his short address.
Thank you, Dr. Neetu.
Thank
Thanks to our National President, Dr. P.K. Ahluwalia ji, and for giving us the blessings, Dr. Oglapurkar ji, Rekha Gorphade ji. And it's a high time for us that IAPT RC02 has proved that we are the leaders in IAPT, and we are doing with the hard work. Everyone is doing his job with IAPT is very well. Dr. Neetu is an hardworking scientist, and Dr. Meenakshi Syal is an motivational force behind this program. And we are very thankful to the National President, Dr. P.K. Ahluwalia ji, for giving us this platform, for providing us this opportunity to lead us, and all the participants, those that have got these appreciations and participation certificates. I'm very thankful to the organizers for organizing such an beautiful talk show, and this way we can formulate more and more questionnaire sessions in the coming era. Thank you, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your kind words. Now it's a time to invite our guest of honor, Madam Rekha Gorphade ji, for her address.
Thank you, Neetu. Respected Chief Guest, Professor P.K. Ahluwalia, President IPT, Professor Oglapurkar, Senior IPT member and our mentor, Professor Dr. Jaswinder Singh Ji from RC02, Madam Meenakshi Syal, the Vice President of North Zone and coordinator of this workshop, Professor Neetu Verma, the convener of the workshop, our Neha Munjal, co-convener of the workshop, the other dignitaries of IPT and the other than IPT, and all wonderful participants. They are really wonderful. Because of their participation, this workshop has really got a grand success here. Of course, we have to appreciate the background work or the work done behind the curtain by Dr. Meenakshi Syal and her team, Dr. Neetu Verma and Neha Munjal and others. The way they have really worked on this project is really commendable. And of course, I cannot forget the motivator or maybe the igniter of this particular workshop is Professor P.K. Ahluwalia. I think his constant inspiration, constant pursuing the ideas and getting them into materialization. It is not that he just generates ideas. Many times when the program is going on, the talk is going on, he gets ideas and he just puts forward. But he doesn't put forward, he keeps a track of it and he starts following it up. And then that is what actually is, bringing us moving forward on right track here. So thank you, Professor Ahluwalia, for really pursuing this idea also. And this is, you are calling it as a concluding ceremony, but for me, it is a beginning of the program, actually. Because as I told in the last day or the valedictory function also, that this was a dream project of IAPT. Actually, right, for last 2-3 years, we have been thinking about it. And then we put it in front of the Vice President's meeting. And it was, I think, Dr. Meenakshi Syal who really took a lead and started working on it. I'm aware of what kind of a brainstorming work has been undergone before this workshop was launched. And Professor Oglapurkar has already summarized it in a very right way, that how the ideas were executed and how the participants were brought into the action by creating a Google Classroom. I think creating a Google Classroom is a wonderful thing that is happening, because it is not just a lecture which goes into air. Once the lecture is over, people forget and then don't. So we are, I mean, because of the Google Classroom, the resource people are constantly in touch with the participants, and that is what motivates the participants in working on them. And this is an excellent way of doing any project that is actually we want to materialize. Why I said this was a dream project? Because for any of the any education system, evaluation is the most difficult task. And what is difficult is framing the questions actually. And just putting how, why, where, anywhere, those are action verbs, does not make a good question. And how to make a good question using Bloom's taxonomy, I think that is what was the base of this workshop. And many of the participants will agree with me that they really got a essence of how the question has to be. What is a good question? What is a bad question? What is the MCQ? And how the distractors should be created. I think it was what was very, very necessary. Not only this, this is not going to, I mean, this may help them in personal profession also when they are going back to their institutes. But of course, IIPT, as a IIPT General Secretary, I'm very selfish to have such kind of programs. Because we have something called as the National Standard Examinations. And you all must be knowing that this is which started in 1987 is still going on, and we year by year it is taking good shape, and the number of participation is also increasing. And what we need is a good question paper. We claim that this particular NAC paper is always a very it is a standardization examination, and it's a very good question paper which is been given to the students. And every year the questions are new questions. Nothing is repeated with the change of parameters or change of variables, but we aim to get the new question papers. But as you must be knowing that the framing the questions, good questions, is very, very difficult, and having that kind of a difficulty level also. So it's not only NSC, but now also we have the Indian National Exam Olympiad examination for junior science also. For junior science, since the entire program has come to us, the IIPT has a greater challenge also. We need the questions for not only for NSCGS, but also we need questions for the INJSO. We need questions for orientation come selection camp and the in-between programs also. Though we have a structured program, something called as resource generation camp, we also need to have more and more resource people who will generate the resources. And this kind of a workshop will definitely help us in identifying the potential paper setters, I think, or the question paper setters for such kind of exams. And that is why I think this program is going to be a very, very important program as far as the IIPT examinations are concerned. I also can suggest that the participants who are here in the workshop, even if 1/3 number of participants, because we cannot expect each one of you to, get associated, because you always have your own work to be completed and you people are very busy. But if you can devote a slight, time to IAPT for giving such kind of a work, I think maybe once in a month or once in 2 months, etc. Try to frame at least 1 or 2 questions and send it to the organizers or maybe convener Meenakshi madam in a very password protected file. Another thing is that if you are framing such a question and sending it to us, please don't share with others, so that it will become a resource material for us for the examination. And this is very important, that if you share it in your some public domain or for your examinations, then such questions cannot be used for our examinations. And therefore, if you can just send, even in a year, even if you can frame some 5 questions, out of which 2 may be really good for us to take And these questions can be really helping us in moving forward for such examinations. Of course, we will duly acknowledge if when we are trying to take such kind of things, or if we select some of the questions, the resource person will be notified. That can be taken, can be care, but the questions can be shared with the password protected files, and that should be that can really make us rich in having our question item repositories. So this is one thing, as I said, that I'm selfish. This was the motive for us to go ahead, and this workshop was wonderfully executed. And I'm sure that as let us not call it as a concluding function, let us say that this is the starting of the project, that question item setting, and this ball will keep rolling on, and we will definitely, the torch has been lit, and this torch will go across the country, go in all these zones, and these zones also will be inspired by this particular light. So thank you so much, Meenakshi ma'am, Neetu ma'am, Neha madam, and our Professor Ahluwalia sir. I have no words because he really inspires us to do work, and not only inspires, I think he is working 24/7. That that is what makes us actually think of giving, working something at least, a little, contributing a little to IIPT. Professor Oglapurkar has been a great motivator, mentor for personally for me also. It's not only a mentor for IIPT, but he's my personal mentor also. Whenever I have some kind of a query, I pick up a phone and call sir. And this particular friendship is for last more than 25 years, I think. It's more than 25 years. Professor Oglapurkar has been guiding me, and though he's a very senior person, I call him as a friend also there, and we share a lot of things on many basis. So thank you, Oglapurkar sir. Thank you, Dr. Jaswinder Singh ji, for taking a lead. We are looking forward to hearing from you more programs for RC02. And you have wonderful people here in RC02. So I'm really hopeful that RC02 will lead the entire all the regional councils actually. And lastly, thank you all the participants, those who have really taken efforts to follow the workshop guidelines, follow the Google Classroom, and also try to do the assignments regularly, submit them in the Google Classroom. And I request the organizers, Dr. Meenakshi madam, you can continue this Google Classroom for some more months, so that if they have anything to share, it can be shared privately, because the others are not having access to this Google Classroom. So let us keep this Google Classroom also continue going on. And thank you so much, Meenakshi madam, getting up very early, and your enthusiasm. And I remember when she was traveling, she was on the airport, she's constantly talking to me. She was having her iPad and working on this particular project. I think that is what is the spirit with which all of us really have to go ahead. So thank you for making me a part of this workshop also. And thank you all the resource persons, and once again the participants. Thank you.
Thanks, Rekha ma'am, for your inspiring and thought-provoking address. Your words are not only insightful, but also are deeply motivating. You have shed a light on important ideas with clarity and conviction, leaving us all enriched by your presence. Once again, thanks a lot, ma'am. Now it is my proud privilege and honor to invite our chief guest, Professor P.K. Ahluwalia ji, who is the backbone of this workshop from concept to finalization. He is true leader from whom we can learn a lot, and words are not enough to have a praise of Professor P.K. Ahluwalia ji. Sir, now I invite you for your address.
Thank you very much. I hope I am audible.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Congratulations to team workshop. I think it was done with a spirit of commitment and a spirit of sharing. And you brought the best resource persons into the program. Professor Oglapurkar ji is here. Professor Devesh Tyagi, Professor BP Tyagi, Professor Raghavendra, who is also in this meeting here, Professor Pragyan Opani, Professor Seema Vats, Professor Chinmay Ghosh, Professor Jugul. Then we had everybody who was here, they came with a commitment that they want to really push the idea of this workshop forward. First of all, I thank there is the team of the workshop. There are two parts of it. One is those who were coordinating and were conveners of this workshop, Madam Meenakshi Syal, Madam Neetu, and Madam Neha Munjalji. And when there is Sardarji there, Sardarji actually means a leader. So it is an icing on the cake. And from, what we have learned from Sardarjis is this, that what is the meaning of a car seva, how to really work and work with the spirit of dedication. And I think whole of the team worked with that spirit of dedication. And when the resource persons were chosen, we brought those resource persons into this who were, really into the job and not just coming to give a superficial kind of a lecture. We started with Bloom's taxonomy, but when Professor Raghavendra came, he turned Bloom's taxonomy into a new kind of a taxonomy, which was also given as an assignment for one of the questions of national standard examination. I think that was an eye-opener, that when you bring the experts who are fully involved into this activity, let me tell you, he is, along with Professor Achyuta, Raghavendra sir is the backbone of International Junior Science Olympiad of the IEPT. So they have spent days and days thinking about the problems. As Professor Devesh Tyagi was saying, it is not just thinking about a question, but how to think about an idea which can be converted into a question. That is the underlining theme which we must really keep in mind as participants. So when I look at the Google Classroom, it was a happening place. It was not that people were coming and just going away. They were making use of the resources which were being put there. And let me tell you, dear participants, you have been wonderful set of people. When you have given us your responses of the assignments, you have given us a data to think about how we have to really look at what has been done in this workshop. Hopefully, I'm in touch with Professor Raghavendra. We are going to write a paper to be presented in the International Conference of Physical Education, which will be the result of this workshop itself. I think this is not a small thing, dear participants. If you had been just passive participants, we would have never been thinking about this itself. So hats off to you. You have done a great job. Hopefully you will keep it up also. And as ma'am rightly said, that when we were planning this workshop, we had a motivation. And what was the motivation? Motivation was, we want to have a dedicated team of question writers. No exam in the country can happen without a team of question writers itself, or what we call as question items, creators of question items. You think of NCERT, they conduct national, what you call standard examinations. If they are actually doing that, What does it mean? It means that they will come forward to people like you who are there to help them. They cannot really run the show on their own itself. And that's a very, very important part of the whole of the story, which unfolded in this workshop of not just, 2 weeks. There were 5 days of dedicated video programs, followed by a kind of a space which was created for the participants to work on the assignments itself. That was something we knew, that all the participants in this workshop are basically people who are busy people. So they have to have some space to really do the assignments. Thanks to Ma'am Meenakshi, she said, okay, sir, we will have 2 days of weekends for doing the assignments. I have worked with Ma'am Meenakshi, Ma'am Neetu Verma, Ma'am Neha earlier also. Let me tell you, dear participants, there was one more program which emanated from RC02 last year. And it was a very imaginative program. And the title of that program was Alice in the Quantum Land. And it was a set of very interesting lectures which were given by the very eminent teachers in the country. And I think that's also one of the very interesting memories which I have of the program which was conducted by RC02. So hats off to you. These are wonderful initiatives. Keep it up. Today, our Pradhan Mantri ji was on the television for his monthly telecast. I don't know whether you have seen the telecast or not, but what I want to do is I want to share with you the pictures which were actually taken by me from the YouTube video of the Man Ki Baat. He talked about space, science, and Sanskriti. That was what was his theme of the today's lecture itself. He talked about, first of all, science. Then he actually spent some time in talking about Olympiads and the Olympiad winners. Though IAPT's name was not there, neither any other organization's name was not there. But when he showed these pictures, immediately what was echoing in my mind was the dedicated work of IAPT team who have been conducting these examinations for the last so many years. Think of Physics Olympiad, IAPT is there. Think of Chemistry Olympiad, IAPT team is there. Think of International Astronomy Olympiad, we are there. Think of International Junior Science Olympiad, we are there. And when you are working so hard, when we are interested with these kinds of positions in which we are sitting, I think we have no option except put our heart into all your efforts. And that is what I got as today's message. See, he also said one thing. I would like to repeat it for you. He said, today we are not just talking of Olympics, we are also talking about Olympiads. And I think you can pat yourself that you are part of this. So when we actually conducted this program, what was the reason? The reason is we require dedicated resource persons with integrity to come forward and draft questions. Unless we have a good set of questions, we cannot really bring these medals to the country. This is the spirit of these questions, which inspire these students whom you are seeing on the screen to give their best. And IAPT has a tradition of conducting these exams. And they also have, a very interesting way of conducting national graduate examination in physics, where there is an additional component, as Professor Oglapurkar said, that can we have a program in which we bring the experimental aspects of the physics and the, designing the problems for doing experiments itself. I think that will be a very, very interesting part of the whole story. It is very, very much needed by the IAPT and the country itself. So please look at it in that context, that what we are actually trying to do, and this is a very, very important part of the whole process through which we have actually passed. So the message is very clear. Message is that, dear participants of this workshop, now we are not going to leave you alone. We will be after you because we have so many tasks to do, and nation looks upon us. It's not just that IAPT says that, okay, come on, but it is the nation's call which we have to really give back to the nation itself. I think this is the way by which we can show our gratitude to our own motherland. I think this is, I think it was just a kind of a coincidence that that thing happened. Also, let me tell you that your names are there now for our Olympiad programs. We invite, you have been given certificates with distinction. Congratulations for that. But that distinction must now get available to us in our, question designing camps, which are conducted very regularly. Also, orientation cum selection camps. I was seeing your PDFs and the PPTs which you have shown on the class in the Google Classroom. I think what an effort you had made. Beautiful presentations, beautiful ideas which you brought on the table. I think if this workshop has been able to give us even just 10 questions of that kind, I will consider it as a success story. And, listening to people like Professor Pragyanopani, Professor Devesh Tyagi, Professor Raghavendra, they are, veterans of these programs. They are not just, they came and gave you lectures. They shared their experience of the last 30 years with you. When Professor Oglapurkar comes and sits in such programs, you know that he brings an experience of last more than 60 years to share with you. So please don't forget this. And I'm sure that you have established a bond with IAPT. You must have all become the members. I know Professor Vinod Gupta, who is also sitting here, how dedicatedly he comes on the Lucy platform and contributes. I would like that please come, try to join our Lucy platform and see, help Meenakshi also. Can you imagine for the last 3 years, almost daily, she is posting questions and she brings questions, but doesn't leave it there. She will bring the solution of that also. And lately, when the idea of, this cognitive level and the Bloom's taxonomy started getting into the discussion table, we found that she started interpreting those questions into those cognitive levels. And all the, questions which are there in the Lucy, you can see their solutions in a PDF format. Look at the resource which has been generated by a dedicated person like Meenakshi ma'am. So, and that is the spirit with which we work. That is the spirit of IAPT. IAPT works because of the voluntary efforts of its members. I would also like to give you one good news. And that good news is a very good news, actually. We were having a Journal of Physics Education. And people from schools, people from colleges and universities who are more into a passion of physics teaching and learning, they were using that platform for, converting their ideas into research papers and getting those published there. For the last almost 3 years, it had been stopped because of certain reasons. IAPT worked very hard for that. Ma'am Rekha was in Bombay. We pursued this with Department of Atomic Energy. submitted the report, framed a team for rejuvenating that journal. And now, maybe in another 2-3 days, you will hear that we are going to launch that rejuvenated physics education journal for you. Now, why I am saying this? I am saying this for the participants of this workshop. Whenever you have an idea, if you feel like you know that it's a good idea, try to write down a small abstract that, okay, this is the idea. Then try to think, can that abstract be converted into a paper? If it can be converted, convert it into a paper. Try to compare what you are doing in that paper with what is happening on the international scenario. Can you really add insights from other people also into your paper and cite them? Submit it on our platform. This platform is basically an open journal source. Open journal source means it is open access. No fee will be charged for publishing any paper on that platform itself. So now I think I never wanted to miss this opportunity to not tell you that we are now starting with that physics education journal. At the moment, it's a quarterly journal, but very soon we intend to convert it to a monthly journal. So try to see how much opportunity you are going to have. In our bulletin, you know, there is a limitation because its size is very small. We cannot really submit or publish very many papers in it. There are reports also which have to become highlighting the activities of IAPT. Now here is a platform where there is no such limitation. And we are also trying that we put our journal on the Scopus platform, on the Google platform, so that the reach of what you do in this country also goes beyond the borders of this country. This is a very important part of the whole situation. And it was real, hard work done by Professor O.S.K. Shastriji, who actually hosted in Dharamshala last year the national convention, that we have that platform now ready working. Also, all the old issues of the journal have been once again provided in that platform as archives. So I would very much recommend each one of you, please go on that journal. We will share in your group also the link for that journal itself as and when it gets launched, but it is going to be very soon. So I would like that you just not be the teachers, but you become teachers come researchers. And you have your classrooms where you undertake the research. As ma'am was saying that we should really frame one question or two questions. I think these days, the way NEP is actually unfolding, I think every day we need to get a multiple choice question and share with our students to see whether they are understanding what we are telling them in the classroom or not. One question followed by creating a bar chart on the screen and then generating a discussion in the classroom is the real way of making our students thinkers in the right direction. So I don't think that there will be a dearth of questions coming from this group. You are welcome to participate in IAPT's missions. We are not working for personal things. This mission is for the nation, and we must work in that particular way in a dedicated fashion. We are also having, from tomorrow, another series which we are starting, and that series is of monthly webinar on quantum mechanics to celebrate International Year of Quantum Mechanics. Dr. Sapna was here and she's here also. And she talked about it that we are starting tomorrow. You know what is the theme of that? The theme of that is teaching of quantum mechanics itself. And if this theme is there, I think you will also have a lot of benefit to draw out of those lectures. And we have a very, very eminent speakers in that set of webinars. One is Professor Dean Zolman from Kansas University. He is a leader in Physics Education Research, and he's going to talk about visualization of quantum mechanics. What a wonderful topic on which it is there. Ma'am Chandralekha Singh, she has done a lot of work on teaching quantum mechanics. She is also one of the leaders in physics education research space of the world. She is going to come to talk about one. Then we have one Professor Brian Lane, who is going to come and talk about how we can teach quantum mechanics in the schools. We are very much into that kind of a business. And then there is another, professor. She is from Germany, and her name is a tongue twister. I am not able to speak that name, but she is going to be there. She had already been part of our physics education research lecture series. Then Professor P.C. Deshmukh, is a wonderful teacher. He has written a very interesting contemporary book on quantum mechanics. He's also going to be there. And I'm also going to be there because when such inspiring people are there, I always feel inspired to create something. And I am focusing on the lessons which we have learned from Mega Quantum Quiz. 20 episodes of those quantum quiz were, put every Saturday, starting in the month of March. Look at the engagement which was involved in it. Thanks to Dr. Sapna Sharma, Dr. Kuldeep Kumar ji from Himachal RC, who is the president, and Dr. Ram Murthy ji, who is the treasurer, and Dr. Dinesh Sharma ji. They all came together to do this task. And after every episode, there was a prasadam which was distributed to them. And that prasadam was in the form of a PDF booklet of those questions and framed in a very, very imaginative format. It is almost a work of about 400 pages. And for whom these booklets are there? These booklets are for teachers. They can take the PDF of that booklet and start a quiz on the fly. They don't need to prepare anything. Answers are also given there. At the end, we also try to curate some very interesting quotations given by quantum scientists, very inspiring quotations. So I think this is how IAPT works. I always say whenever I meet on these forums, IAPT works if it's RC's work. Today was the turn of RC02. Tomorrow is the turn of RC23. Before that, many other RCs came forward and did their job excellently. And they are not doing it for the sake of, getting publicity. They do it because they want to share their knowledge. I think that is the spirit with which we are talking about. Sapna is here. Professor Raghavendra is here. Professor Raghavendra has got some big ideas to be implemented in Bengaluru. I think we will work very hard on those ideas which they have got, Professor Achyuta and Raghavendra ji. And I think that is going to add some very interesting, what you call value to IAPT as an organization itself. Remember one thing more, we are not afraid of, collaborating with institutions. When it comes to organizing our national convention, we always try to go to an institution where that is conducted. Rajasthan, Goa, look at the places which you choose. Even if you don't want to come for physics, come for seeing those places itself. I think that will be a wonderful way to be there in those. Then for this, there is another very important program which is going to come in the last month of this year. That is International Conference on Physics Education 2025. Its website is already available. We have also put this information on our own website also. We are actually requesting people that go look at the themes of the conference and try to submit abstracts. Writing an abstract of 100 and 200 pages may give you a kind of a motivation to go and do something there. I was yesterday in IIT Roped. I think I'm not taking much of your time, but I'm not able to stop myself from sharing those things also. Let me try to go and show you what is there in IIT Ropar, what kind of a campus it is. It's a great campus. And in this campus, you will see something which is very, what you call state of the art campus. And when we say that it is state of the art campus, this actually means that it is comparable to any of the best places in the world. And we are going to host that convention there in collaboration with IISER Mohali. And when we are talking about IISER Mohali, it is also an institution which has got a lot of, interest in science education. And uh, the kind of thing which I am trying to share with you right now is the one which you will find very, motivational also. So let me just share my screen and then show you how the campus actually looks. So this is the campus. I hope you are able to see this. This is coming from my mobile. We were there yesterday. Professor Grover, former Vice Chancellor of Punjab University, was also there. Look at the campus. Look at the classrooms. Look at the auditoriums. See, these are their seminar halls. These are the corridors, where we will find that we can have our poster sessions. And look at it, what will you grow here? That's a very interesting kind of a thing. I shared it in VN IAPT group. Lush green campus. Just great. And this is the place we are going to really go. You can also see me standing with my back trying to look at our auditorium itself. We met the registrar also yesterday, and we have Dr. Pushpendra Singh, who is the convener of this workshop. And these are, beautiful sculptures which are there for telling us the archaeological history of Ropar and the adjoining areas itself. I think it is a worth visiting place. Don't miss it. There are a number of things which you are going to see there. Interestingly, this is how we should really operate. So this is what I wanted to show you, that please don't miss this opportunity. The date for submitting abstracts is 31st July, but don't worry. We are going to increase it by another 15 days. Just go to the themes, look at the tracks in each of the themes. Where can you contribute? You are in the business of learning and teaching for such a long time. I think you must be having some ideas to share. You can share an oral presentation. You can have a poster presentation. You can have a what you call workshop presentation also. We are going to see Dr. Jaswinder Singh there as part of the workshop presentation itself. But you also are going to see, international audience who is going to come and share with you their knowledge in physics education itself. Mind it, it is dedicated to physics education. And there is a lot of scope there for school teachers, college teachers, and university teachers. I'm underlining teachers here. Even if you are not presenting anything, I would like that you register and come and stay there for 5 days. You will get an exposure of a lifetime. You will always relish it. It will always come in your memories. I and Sapna have been part of these conferences. And we had the opportunity of visiting many places around the world because of these conferences. So when I am saying it from my heart, that please don't take it lightly. Come forward, be a part of it. And once again, I thank the team. We have, leaders in this team. One more interesting part I will show you. IAPT is very inclusive. Can you see that most of the faces who were organizing this workshop were women, and they actually embody the woman power of Indian Association of Physics Teachers. With these words, congratulations for successfully completing this workshop. Congratulations to the participants for getting certificates with distinction. And I'm hoping that this is going to get converted into small workshops in which we can bring content, talk about, not questions alone, but the ideas to frame questions, but focused on a particular topic. Say a 3 days workshop, come together. I would like that participants should make a group where you should start talking about such things. Thank you very much from core of my heart to each one of you who participated in this program, which was a dream program, as Ma'am Rekha said. And look at this, Ma'am Rekha has been doing this business, offline for ages. So she knows how to do all those things. And when we have such a team, why president should not work? He has the duty to work. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your so inspiring and enlightening address. Your words have left a lasting impact on all of us, offering valuable insights and encouragement. So, sir, it's really and truly a privilege to hear from someone of your stature and experience. So, we are deeply grateful for your gracious presence today and for taking the time to be with us. Your thoughts have not only enriched this event, sir, but it also inspired us to strive for greater excellence. So, thanks for sharing all upcoming events information with us. On behalf of everyone present, I extend my heartfelt thanks and deep appreciation for you, sir. Thank you once again, sir. Now, sir, it's a time to have a formal vote of thanks from our coordinator of the workshop, Professor Meenakshi Siaji. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Neetu. Honorable Professor P.K. Ahluwalia ji, Chief Guest of the day and backbone of this workshop, worthy Professor Rekha Ghorpade ma'am, General Secretary of IAPT, and today guest of honor, Professor Jaswinder Singh, President IAPT RC02, our worthy mentor, Professor Oglapurkar sir, Professor Raghavendra ji, Sapna Sharma, all resource persons and enthusiastic participants, namaskar to all. It's my great pleasure to thank you all to the certificate distribution ceremony on the occasion of 2-week Professor Dharkar Memorial Workshop focused on the designing and analyzing physics question items according to Bloom taxonomy. As a physicist, I had the privilege of not only coordinating this workshop, but also being a resource person, guiding through the intricate process of crafting questions that assess and enhance various cognitive levels. Over the past 2 weeks, we have worked together to sharpen skills in designing well-rounded and pedagogically sound physics questions that encourage deeper learning and critical thinking in students. Throughout this workshop, we have delved into the nuances of creating such questions specific to the field of physics, from conceptual questions that challenges students' foundational understanding to complex problems that require application and synthesis. Each participant has gained hands-on experience in designing questions that can evaluate a wide spectrum of cognitive abilities. Dear participants, today, as we come together to celebrate this milestone, we are not only marking the successful completion of this workshop, but also recognizing your commitment and passion in mastering the art of question design. Each certificate distributed today is a testament to your dedication, hard work, and progress you have made in understanding the crucial role that well-designed questions play in effective teaching and learning. I want to take a moment to thank all the participants for your engagement and the insightful contributions you have made during the sessions. The discussions we had, the problems we have walked through, and the innovative question item you have created all reflect your passion for both teaching and for advancing the field of education. I would also like to express my gratitude to all the resource persons who have contributed a lot to make this workshop such a success. Your efforts in ensuring that everything ran smoothly and that everyone had the tools to succeed have been invaluable. My heartfelt gratitude to Professor P.K. Ahluwalia, Chief Guest of the Day and President IAPT, and moreover, concept designer of this very workshop. Dear Sir, your visionary leadership, continuous guidance, support, and involvement has made this workshop to attain a milestone. Thanks to Professor Rekha Godpade ma'am, guest of honor, from the core of my heart for accepting our invitation and be with us daily for such a long 2-week period. It is my privilege to thank Senior Member of IAPT, Professor Oglapurkar sir, and my sincere thanks to Professor Jaswinder Singh ji, President IAPT RC02, and to the resource persons, Professor Raghavendra ji, Professor Sapna Sharma, who are present in this meeting also. Enthusiastic and worthy participants, as you receive your certificates today, I encourage you to reflect on the knowledge you have gained and the skills you have developed. I hope that you will continue to apply the principles of Bloom's taxonomy in teaching, striving to craft questions that not only assess student knowledge but challenge them to think critically, analyze questions deeply, and apply their learning creatively. We will remain active in WhatsApp group and Google Classroom for further discussions. Let us now celebrate your accomplishments. Congratulations to each and every one of you. And I look forward to seeing how you all continue to contribute to the future of physics education. And at the last, my sincere thanks to Professor P.K. Ahluwalia, who showed interest, or you can say belief in us, and give this responsibility to us and be the guiding force always behind this uh, dream project so that we can initiate it and we can execute it successfully. Thanks to Almighty. Thanks to all. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Meenakshi ma'am. So as we bring this program to a close, let's carry forward the lesson we have learned. Not only about framing effective questions, but also about fostering a classroom culture that invites exploration, dialogue, and deeper understanding. As per Rekha ma'am, now it is a new start of our beginning to work on the theme of this workshop. So thank you once again to our esteemed guests, organizers, resource persons, especially Professor Raghavendran ji and Professor Sapna Sharma for the kind presence, and each one of you for making this workshop a true success. Congratulations to all participants, especially those recognized with distinction, and our best wishes to your continued success. Once again, thanks to all present here. With this,
So one thing,
concluded.
yes, one thing more. So all those participants who will even now will show their work, will now the participants will present their assignments and they will get certificate. Even after this, we will give them certificates when they will give the whole assignment work by 31st July. So we have given the deadline to those participants who have left, and they will provide their all assignment work and PPT with us. We will send their certificates, and the last date will be up to 31st July. Thank you very much.